Every now and again, the developers have patches like this to where they just say 3-hour maintenance, but they don't describe what's actually happening in those maintenances. These are called silent buffs or silent nerfs. And when they happen, you got to pay close attention because it might be something significant that you don't even realize. And what I found here is pretty significant. Now, we all know that a lot of changes were made to the brand set bonuses, significant bonuses that affect a lot of aspects of PvP and PvE, giving us incentive to use the Ninja Bike backpack. At first, I thought everything was settled. I thought everything was changed when they did the big overhaul with Project Resolve. But they went back in maybe a couple weeks ago and changed a few things, and these are crazy. Now, this made me think of some insane builds. And shout out to my mans, by the way, who reminded me of this. We were talking about it, and he shined light on a few of them. And I don't know all of them that they've changed. I think it were like 4 or 5, but I'm going to tell you about 3. One of them I already highlighted in one of my builds, the Kelso build that I made a couple weeks ago. And this one is about the Fenris. I knew it was something weird about it because when I saw it, I'm like, yo, 50% weapon stability? That's pretty abnormal. I wasn't using the 3-piece. I was using the 2-piece, which is 30% reload speed, which is crazy too. Reload speed pretty much equates to DPS because the faster you reload, the faster you can get them shots off. So just imagine using that with like ongoing directive or something because, you know, for the 2-piece, it'll give you 30% reload speed too. Anyways, that's one of them that you already know about, that I already knew about. But here's what this video is regarding, okay? It's about a skill that I'm very fond of. I took a break from talking about it because I was talking about it so much in the incursion. I've made a lot of builds with it. And over time, it just became the craziest skill that you can use, especially in legendary missions. It's actually, I think, arguably the strongest skill that you can use, period. Strategically and just pure domination. I'm talking about the Oxidizer. And a while back, I made a video. It was titled The Rarest Item in the Game, or I Found the Rarest Item in the Game or something. With RNG, some items can be rare for you, some items can be rare for me. But for this item, this mod specifically, it was super rare for me and I could not get my hands on these. They were skill duration mods, okay? And the whole idea of the build was that I wanted to make an Oxidizer build that had some crazy skill duration on it, so that the Oxidizer cloud could stay on the ground for a long period of time. Let me tell you about the brand set that I'm talking about before I go into this. Of course, you guys know about Wyvern wear. Wyvern is pretty much a skill build brand set. And before it was 10% skill damage, 10% status effects, and 20% skill duration. All right, the updated version is 15% status effects for the 2-piece. And get this, 40% skill duration. That's insane. Right? Now, I know I said 70, and I did say that I was going to talk about 3 brand sets on here. Like I said, if you know any others, then let me know because I don't know what they've changed aside from this after Project Resolve. But if you look at Alp Summit Armament and look at the 2-piece for that, 30% skill duration. Again, all right, so you have 1 piece of Alps with 2 pieces of Wyvern. You're going to get 70% skill duration. Now, you might not think this is significant, but with certain skills, it is. Like skill duration for a sticky bomb doesn't really do much, right? It does, but not really. Like let's say for the fire sticky bomb, you shoot that on somebody, you don't have to detonate it right away. So they'll be sitting there burning with that skill duration. But NPCs will actually throw a sticky bomb back at you if it's stuck on them and you don't detonate it. But with the EMP sticky bomb, if you shoot it at a robotic dog or something like that, it's going to put them in a down state because the sticky bomb status effects apply as soon as you stick it on the enemy before you detonate it. So they're going to be down for as long as that EMP sticky bomb is on them. So it works good in that regard, but not much else, right? What else other than the Oxidizer will skill duration be OP? I can't think of any. So case in point, the Oxidizer, one thing about that, it deals damage to armor and damage to targets out of cover, 2 of the amplified bonuses that no other skill has at the same time on it. The skill permeates through walls. It does billions of damage in legendary missions because you could just sit it on the ground. And when you're dealing with those healers who sit their heal box all the way in the back, you could shoot it back there and just destroy it while sitting behind cover. You can make crazy hybrid builds with it, which I'm getting to in a second. But when I tried to make that build a long time ago with the skill duration mods, I finally found them and I made the build and I'm like, this is underwhelming. It's not enough time. Mind you, I haven't made the build yet, okay? So I'm still going to make it to see how much skill duration it is, because you can get the duration of an Oxidizer Cloud up to 20 seconds. And this is without this buff. And I don't know what the max cap is. But when I made that build with the mods, it was underwhelming. So I was like, yeah, no, let me just do a build that has a lot of skill haste so I can have a succession of Oxidizer Clouds instead of it being on the ground for a long period of time. So with this, I can actually live that fantasy in its full glory. 70%, man, that's crazy, bro. That is insane. And when you're dealing with like hybrid builds, you don't have to prioritize crit as much as you would a crit or DPS build. So I can put even skill duration mods in the slots to see how much I could push the needle actually. But I have an idea, okay? I'm just going to give you a little hint, because I've been on that explosive sticky tip over the past couple weeks, and I'm actually working on another explosive build. And what other skill would be better alongside that than the Oxidizer? So yeah, I got some work to do. I'm about to get in the lab. I just wanted to give you a little idea of what was going on and how crazy this is. Anyways, let me know what you think about this down below in the comment section. Also tell me, like I said, if you know of any that they've changed in that silent patch that they did. Other than that, I have nothing else to say. Like the video if you like this conversation, and subscribe to my channel for builds from DPS all the way to skill. I'll see you in the next one, fam. Be right out.